Hello guys, my name is Shubham Atmane. Welcome to my channel TedNetworking. So today we are going to discuss about IP address and their classes. So let's start with IP address. So IP address means it's a logical address assigned to your NIC card. NIC means network interface card, which is your PC card, PC network card. So it's a logical address assigned to your NIC card which is act like a address for your computer. So IP address is made up of 32 bit. 1 bytes mean 8 bit. So 32 bits mean 4 bytes. So bits can either 1 or 0, and your IP address is made up of 4 octet. So 32 bits means 4 octet, 8 bits in each octet. So the network address. So network address is used in routing to send a packet to a remote network. So network address is look like in this way: 10.0.0.0, 172.168.0.0, 192.168.1.0. So this 0 includes the whole subnet of that IP address. So broadcast address is used to send the information to all its network. So the layer 3 broadcast address is 255, 255, 255.255 is used to send your packet in whole network. Suppose the your network is 10.0.0.0, so broadcast address is 255.20.0.0. So the next is 172.168.0.0. So broadcast address become 255.255.0.0. It's represent the whole subnet of 10.0 network and this 172.168.0.0 network. Same for 192.168.1.0. So your computer didn't understand this address, so it understand by binary form. So how will you convert your this address into binary? So this is your binary conversion. So 128.64.32.16.8421. This is the 8 bit to convert your decimal value into binary value. So let's take an example. How will you convert 172 in binary form? So add 1 for 128, 32, 8, 4. So the total is 172. In this way, if you want to convert your 1 into binary form, so how will you convert? You will put all 0 here, and at last bit you will put 1 to activate that bit. Suppose you want to convert 0 in binary form. So it's very simple. So 8 times 0, 5, 6, 7, 8. So no bit is activated, that means 0. If you activate any bits, it will include to calculate in binary conversion. So now let's start our IP classes, IP address classes. So these are your IP classes. So there are 5 classes: class A, class B, class C, class D, and class E. So the range is from for class A 0 to 127. From that 127 is used for loopback addresses, and class B is from 128 to 192. In this way for class C, class D, and class E. All this information I already mentioned in my last video. So I will not tell you this again. So just for remind you, these are the IP classes, and this is the private address range, that is for class A from 10.0.0 to 10.255.255.255. Same for class B and class C. So class D is used for multicasting, and class E is used for military, or class E is used for R&D purpose, or our for army purpose. So, and from that private address range is taken out from class A, class B, and class C. So we can use only class A, class B, and class C. From that, this is the private address range. So you don't need to purchase IP from IANA. This range is used for private purpose. You can use it in your computer. It's free to use. If you want to use any other address, so you need to purchase from IANA. Now I am going to show you my IP address. So this is my IP address. It's a private IP address, and this is class C address. So the subnet is 255.255.255.0. Let's see how to assign IP address in your router. Open Cisco Packet Tracer. Type no. Enable configuration terminal. Let's check how much port we have. So the command is do show IP interface brief. So we have 6 interface. From that, 4 are Ethernet and 2 are serial. So if you want to assign IP address, so go to interface, fast Ethernet 0 by 0, then type IP address 192.168.1.1, 255.255.255.0, then type no shut. Now exit. Same way for if you want to assign IP address to serial, go to interface, serial, and the number is 2/0, enter IP address 172.168.2.1, 255.255.0.0, and no shut to turn on your port. Now exit. Now check whether your IP address is assigned to interface or not. So let's check with that command. do show IP interface brief. Now you can see this is your IP address assigned to fast Ethernet 0 by 0. Status is manual, so that means you assign manually. Sorry, the method is manual, status is up, and protocol is down. And this is your another IP address, class B IP address assigned to serial 2.2/0, and the status is down. So if you connect another router, so this is your serial cable, and I use manually fast Ethernet and connect to 0 by 0, configure terminal. So the interface F0/0, no shut, interface serial 2/0, IP address, no shut. Now you can see the log message is generate for your fast Ethernet and for serial 2/0. Now again check. Now you can see your status is up and protocol also up. Same for serial, status and protocol both are up. So let's take an example of class C address. Suppose I take a 192.168.1.0. So this is the network address of class C. So class C use 3 octets. So that means only last one is free to use. So 2 to the power 8 is equal to 256. So from that 0 and 255 we can't use because 0 represent network ID and 255 is broadcast ID. So we can use from 1 to 254 addresses. Like so your IP address will be like 192.168.1.1, then 2 3 up to dot 1.254. So this is the network ID 192.168.1.0, and this is the broadcast ID of that network 192.168.1.255, and the subnet mask will be for class C 255.255.255.0. So same for class B. So this is your class B address. Use 2 octets. That's mean 2 to the power 16 is equal to 65,536. From that 65,534 are valid hosts because two addresses are reserved for network ID and broadcast ID. So this is your network ID and broadcast ID for this network, and subnet mask will be 255.255.0.0 because it's a class B address. So the range will be So the range for valid host will be 172.16.1.1 to 172.16.255.255. From here to here, we use up to 65,534 hosts. So we have 65,534 valid IP address. Let's take another example for class A address. So this is your class A address. It's used 3 octet. That means 2 to the power 24. So it's equal to 1 crore 67 lakh 77,216. From that, valid hosts are 1 crore 67 lakh 77,214. So two are reserved for network ID and broadcast ID. So let's take an example of class A. So this is the class A IP address 10.0.0.0. So the broadcast ID is 10 dot sorry 255.255.255 and the subnet mask is 255.0.0.0. So the valid IP start from 10.0.0.1 to 10,200 255.255.254. So for class B 172.16.0.0, sorry, so the range start from here to 172.16.255.254. For class C 192.168.1.1 to 192.168.1.254. So this is the example for class A, class B and class C. So let's assign manually IP address to my network NIC card. So change adapter setting. Let's assign to my Ethernet card. Go to properties, IPv4 properties. 192.168.1.255. So I use broadcast ID, so it will give me a error. See, the combination of IP address and subnet mask is invalid because 255 and dot .0 is reserved for network ID and broadcast ID. So same for 10.255.255.255. Let's so this is network ID. See, you can see it's give me error. Now I assign the valid IP address range. So it will be 0.0.1. So let's take that IP address. In this way you can assign IP address to your PC, and in this way you can assign IP address to your router. So the command is do show history interface, and F for fast Ethernet, S for serial, 0 by 0, and to assign we use IP address and the range of IP, and the one second one is no shut to turn on your Ethernet port or serial port, and for shutdown type SH or shutdown full shutdown. Now you can see your interface change state to down. To show IP int BR. Now you can see the fast Ethernet 0 by 0 port is administratively down. That means manually down. So that's it for today. Thank you. If you like my video, please like it, share it and subscribe it.